most important thing is disruption. We're really competing for kids' times, and the competition is bigger than ever. I mean, there's any format from gaming to video, digital video to obviously pay TV and free to air, and everybody's competing for their time. And media habit consumption is changing very rapidly. So I guess the biggest challenge that we have is to adapt to that, to be agile and try to connect to consumers anywhere they go and speak their language, which is not necessarily their country language, but their media language. I think we're seeing a gradual change in Latin America. It's a little bit less abrupt that I've seen in other markets. So we still have a good amount of years of pay TV, even growth in some markets. But in any case, I mean, we're not foreign or alien to any of the trends that we see everywhere else in the world. So digital platforms, social gaming, there's so many opportunities for kids to enjoy content now that they have gradually accepted this new reality and embraced this new reality. They go and spend more time with media, but also spend more time in different places. Cartoon Network in Latin America actually turns 25 years this year. It's our anniversary. And for many years we've been trying to adapt. I mean, in the media business, especially when you're thinking of a kids demo, 25 years is an eternity, right? We've seen many generations of kids. We've seen very different landscapes in terms of media. And this is just one more of those iterations. We're working very hard to understand these new languages. It's not the same to work on short form, to work on digital, to connect with them on free to air, to connect with them in pay, older kids, younger kids. There's so many combinations, which makes our job very, very interesting. The formula is the same. We are true to our brand. We're staying true to our personality, trying to deliver the best possible quality of content. But at the same time, we have completely adapted our mix to produce more than ever. It's probably one of the biggest years in terms of production that we have in Latin America. The markets are growing very fast. Chile, Colombia, Argentina, Mexico, in Brazil. So you see markets maturing, more creators are approaching Cartoon Network, and we're working with everyone. We're basically working with everyone everywhere. We have over 20 projects, and not all our markets have the maturity to do long form all the time. So just like in Europe, for example. So we have probably the most mature market right now is Brazil, where we have long form, 5 or 6 long form projects going at the same time. But we're working a lot in Chile, we're working a lot in Argentina and Mexico, and those countries are starting to show the level of maturity they need to do long form. So I would say between short and long, over 20 projects for sure. And then we're also obviously adapting to learning these new languages and meeting the consumers wherever they are. You know, Cartoon Network has always been a digital player. In a way, gaming has always been a key component of our DNA. We have obviously apps where we connect to consumers in terms of video. We have a very strong presence now on digital platforms like YouTube, for example. We're doing live programming, which is something that we've never done before. And it's one of the languages that we recognize the audience wanted to get from us. So we're now doing experiments with live streaming and live programming. We're also doing a lot of short form combined with gaming. So that's the good thing. I mean, the challenge is disruption and the amount of competition, but the opportunity here is immense, right? You can do anything you want in any platform. The level, like barriers of entry for new creators are lower now. Anyone, anywhere with a good idea can try and start something. So we are enjoying that very much. So this is my first time here. First, the place is amazing. So everybody told me I need to come. This year you guys are placing a special focus on Brazil, which is one of our biggest markets in Latin America. So it was very important for me to be here supporting that industry, and there's a lot of very, very creative, very, very talented producers from Brazil. So I would say probably first year combined with the focus on Brazil, that's basically what I'm trying to enjoy this year. And then obviously meeting people, having meetings in terms of moving forward with the business and connecting with my colleagues around the world. Cartoon Network from US, Europe and Asia are here, so we're going to have some international meetings too.